Ash's mom, they bought a new home. Mm-hmm. And she reached out to me and she said, what's the best way to get him acclimated? And what I always say is, the day you move in, when all the furniture is coming in and the place is a mess, like it always is, because you're trying to get things done all at once, do not bring the dogs there while you are organizing, because you're not focused on them. They have no idea what's going on. People are moving very large furniture. There's drilling going on, banging, hammers.
The door is open.
Yep. Yes. Doors are opening constantly. And your dogs, obviously, your parents' dogs love to go to the front door and just slip out if they can.
And also, this isn't home yet.
Exactly. So get me out of here type situation. That's a recipe for disaster. So my suggestion to your parents would be, let the girls stay at Grandma Grace's or at our house until nighttime has settled. They're about to, order some pizza because no one's cooking in their new home the first night, and settle in for a little bit. Again, we don't know what the situation's going to be, if they're going to be sleeping there right away, but whatever it is, when it's calmer and they have more time to devote to the two of them being there, then they can come to the house. What I normally do, I would say walk your dogs through each room on leash and giving them treats the entire time, talking to them, getting them acquainted with what's going on for a little bit. On leash usually makes them feel a little bit more secure, but again, your parents' dogs aren't on leash often, so I don't think this is a huge thing for them. Again, it's whatever your dog is used to. If your dog is comfortable on leash and you go for walks often, this will be kind of like a precursor for them where they feel a little bit more secure because they are restrained a little bit. So we're taking a little bit of the excitement away from them so they can process properly.
I'm sure my mom could just carry Chi-Chi.
Yes, I think Chi-Chi would be carried. She's 6 pounds if that. She's so tiny. And Zoe's probably 16 pounds. Was that when she was sick? Is she 20 pounds?
Yeah, she's probably closer to 20
pounds.
But...
She is definitely more excited. I think that she'd rather be on the floor walking around on her own. So I think that's huge. And again, having this a positive thing, maybe the rest of us being there, like your brother and sister, make it an exciting thing. Make it familiar for them as, people wise, because the house in itself is not familiar at all and could freak them out.
And I think it's fair to say accidents are going to happen.
Hopefully in the new house, we can kind of make sure that doesn't happen. It's a new opportunity. It's a fresh start. So maybe we can kind of get in there and work on it with them. But again, this comes down to consistency from your parents and just making sure that they're on it and making sure they're going to the bathroom outside before they're leaving them.
And be understanding of accidents are going to happen. They're not familiar with the space. Mm-hmm. This is stressful.
Yes.
They might even regress on their potty training because of this. So just be open and, be their advocate.
Yes. Don't immediately freak out. Of course, it's a new home. You obviously don't want that in your new home. But at the same time, this is super scary for most dogs. Again, if they're not socialized, this is so brand new and just, a new situation that they have to acclimate to. And if you're yelling at them or getting upset with them, becoming frustrated, changing your behavior towards them at all in a negative way, they're going to pick up on that and they're going to associate that with the new home. And we don't want that. You have to put yourself in their shoes. If things are changing and then also negativity towards them from you, they're going to be like, wow, this sucks. I didn't feel this way in my old home.
Yeah. Look at this as an opportunity. You have a clean slate here. And this is a new opportunity to create new expectations, and the bad habits that were in the old home maybe can stay at the old home.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Going back to what we can do to acclimate them to the home better. Like I said, don't have them come the night you're moving everything in and out. And do not, because a lot of people will do this, I got to run to Home Depot. So then no one's in the house. And the dogs are, either in the crate or running around by themselves in this new home. And it's terrifying.
Thanks for listening. That was only a snippet of this week's Pawsome University podcast episode titled Sold, Moving with Dogs. If you liked what you heard, make sure you check out the entire podcast by visiting pawsomeuniversity.com/podcast or searching Pawsome University wherever you listen to podcasts.